The Book of Job, chapter 9. Then Job answered and said, I know verily that it is so. For how should man compared unto God be justified? If he would dispute with him, he could not answer him one thing of 1,000. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength. Who hath been fierce against him, and hath prospered? He removeth the mountains, and they feel not when he overthroweth them in his wrath. He removeth the earth out of her place, that the pillars thereof do shake. He commandeth the sun, and it riseth not. He closeth up the stars as under a signet. He himself alone spreadeth out the heavens, and walketh upon the height of the sea. He maketh the stars Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades, and the climates of the south. He doth great things, and unsearchable, yea, marvelous things without number. Lo, when he goeth by me, I see him not, and when he passeth by, I perceive him not. Behold, when he taketh a prey, who can make him to restore it? Who shall say unto him, What doest thou? God will not withdraw his anger, and the most mighty helpers do stoop under him. How much less shall I answer him? Or how should I find out my words with him? For though I were just, yet could I not answer, but I would make supplication to my judge. If I cry, and he answer me, yet would I not believe that he heard my voice. For he destroyeth me with a tempest, and woundeth me without cause. He will not suffer me to take my breath, but filleth me with bitterness. If we speak of strength, behold, he is strong. If we speak of judgment, who shall bring me in to plead? If I should justify myself, mine own mouth shall condemn me. If I would be perfect, he shall judge me wicked. Though I were perfect, yet I know not my soul. Therefore abhor I my life. This is one point. Therefore I said, He destroyeth the perfect and the wicked. If the scourge should suddenly slay, should God laugh at the punishment of the innocent? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where is he, or who is he? My days have been more swift than a post. They have fled and have seen no good thing. They are past as with the most swift ships, and as the eagle that flieth to the prey. If I say, I will forget my complaint, I will cease from my wrath, and comfort me, then I am afraid of all my sorrows, knowing that thou wilt not judge me innocent. If I be wicked, why labor I thus in vain? If I wash myself with snow water, and purge my hands most clean, yet shalt thou plunge me in the pit, and mine own clothes shall make me filthy. For he is not a man as I am, that I should answer him, if we come together to judgment. Neither is there any umpire that might lay his hand upon us both. Let him take his rod away from me, and let not his fear astonish me. Then I will speak, and fear him not. But because I am not so, I hold me still. Job chapter 10. My soul is cut off, though I live. I will leave my complaint upon myself, and I will speak in the bitterness of my soul. I will say unto God, Condemn me not, show me wherefore thou contentest me with me. Thinkest thou it good to oppress me, and to cast off the labor of thine hands, and to favor the counsel of the wicked? Hast thou carnal eyes, or dost thou see as man seeth? Are thy days as man's days, or thy years as the time of man, that thou inquirest of mine iniquity, and searchest out my sin? Thou knowest that I cannot do wickedly, for none can deliver me out of thine hand. Thine hands have made me, and fashioned me, wholly round about, and wilt thou destroy me? Remember, I pray thee, that thou hast made me as the clay, and wilt thou bring me into the dust again? Hast thou not poured me out as milk, and turned me into curds like cheese? Thou hast clothed me with skin and flesh, and join me together with bones and sinews. For thou gavest me life and grace, and the visitation hath preserved my spirit. Though thou hast hid these things in thine heart, yet I know that it is so with thee. If I have sinned, then thou wilt straightly look unto me, and wilt not hold me guiltless of mine iniquity. If I have done wickedly, woe unto me. If I have done righteously, I will not lift up mine head, being full of confusion, because I see mine affliction. But let it increase. Hunt thou me as a lion. Return and show thyself marvelous upon me. Thou renewest thy plagues against me, and thou increasest thy wrath against me. Changes and armies of sorrows are against me. Wherefore then hast thou brought me out of the womb? O that I had perished, and that none eye had seen me, and that I were as I had not been, but brought up from the womb to the grave. Are not my days few? Let him cease and leave off from me, that I may take a little comfort. Before I go and shall not return, even to the land of darkness and shadow of death, into a land, I say, dark as darkness itself, and into the shadow of death, where is none to order, but the light is there as darkness. Job chapter 11. Then answered Zophar the Naamathite, and said, Should not the multitude of words be answered, or should a great talker be justified? Should men hold their peace as at thy lies? And when thou mockest others, shall none make thee ashamed? For thou hast said, My doctrine is pure, and I am clean in thine eyes. But oh, that God would speak and open his lips against thee, that he might show thee the secrets of wisdom, that thou hast deserved double according to right. Know therefore that God hath forgotten thee for thy iniquity. Canst thou by searching find out God? Canst thou find out the Almighty to his perfection? The heavens are high, what canst thou do? It is deeper than the hell, how canst thou know it? The measure thereof is longer than the earth, and is broader than the sea. If he cut off, and shut up, or gather together, who can turn him back? For he knoweth vain men, and seeth iniquity, and him that understandeth nothing. Yet vain man would be wise, though man newborn is like a wild ass colt. If thou preparest thine heart, and stretch out thine hands towards him, if iniquity be in thine hand, put it far away, and let no wickedness dwell in thy tabernacle. Then truly shalt thou lift up thy face without spot, and shalt be stable, and shalt not fear. But thou shalt forget thy misery, and remember it as waters that are past. Thine age also shall appear more clear than the noonday. Thou shalt shine and be as the morning, and thou shalt be bold, because there is hope. And thou shalt dig pits, and shalt lie down safely. For when thou takest thy rest, none shall make thee afraid. Yea, many shall make suit unto thee. But the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and their refuge shall perish, and their hope shall be sorrow of mind. Job chapter 12. Then Job answered and said, Indeed, because that ye are the people only, wisdom must die with you. For I have understood as well as you, and am not inferior unto you. Yea, who knoweth not such things? I am as one mocked of his neighbor, who calleth upon God, and he heareth him. The just and the upright is laughed to scorn. He that is ready to fall is as a lamp despised in the opinion of the rich. The tabernacles of robbers do prosper, and they are in safety that provoke God, whom God hath enriched with his hand. Ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of heaven, and they shall tell thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall show thee, or the fishes of the sea, and they shall declare unto thee. Who is ignorant of all these? But that the hand of the Lord hath made these things, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind. Doth not the ears discern the words, and the mouth taste the meat for itself? Among the ancient is wisdom, and in the length of days is understanding. With him is wisdom and strength. He hath counsel and understanding. Behold, he will break down, and it cannot be built. He shutteth a man up, and he cannot be loosed. Behold, he holdeth the waters, and they dry up. But when he sendeth them out, they destroy the earth. With him is strength and wisdom. He that is deceived, and that deceiveth, are his. He causeth the counselors to go as spoil, and maketh the judges fools. He looseth the collar of kings, and girdeth their loins with a girdle. He leadeth away the princes as a prey, and overthroweth the mighty. He taketh away the speech from the faithful counselors, and taketh away the judgment of the ancients. He poureth contempt upon princes, and maketh the strength of the mighty weak. He discovereth the deep places from their darkness, and bringeth forth the shadow of death to light. He increaseth the people and destroyeth them. He enlargeth the nations, and bringeth them in again. He taketh away the hearts of them that are chief over the people of the earth, and maketh them to wander in the wilderness out of the way. They grope in the dark without light, and he maketh them to stagger like a drunken man.